Aloha my kako, this is Oracle of the Golden Spiral. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. I'm so sorry. My issue is here. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. My messages have no dates, therefore when they find you, that's when I trust that the message is yours. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. What do we have for Leo? Leo, we have the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Hermit, and let's get one for that Hermit. I have one for clarification for the Hermit for Leo, please. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Okay, and maybe one for the Ten of Swords, please. That's too many. We'll take this one. Okay. Very well then. So Leo, in your underlying energy, there is a lot of change. It seems like beneath it all, there's a river of, like, you know, fives are the agents of chaos, and so there is a sense of there's a lot of indecision. I don't know if you guys can see this, but so the sign is composed of an arrow going in one direction, and on the sign is the information to go in the opposite direction. This is somewhat different of a Five of Cups than a normal Five of Cups, where, you know, we're really focusing on the three and we're not seeing the two. But it's like this is focusing on the two, but manifesting from a place and drawing in energy from a place of the three, right? But all of the hair and energy and culmination is, while these are not spilled over, it's coming from that same energy of challenge and that same sadness of it being, of the cups being spilled, quite honestly. And in that, there is two truths, a decision to be made. It seems like in the recent past, you've really envisioned what you want for yourself. And for all intent purposes, you are standing in that right now. It's like you've been manifesting, but there's something internal that we've carried along with us like baggage into this experience, and it seems like now is a time where we're going to have to address it. We're projecting out that something will come to an end because a new beginning needs to start, and it's something that we're it's part of us. It's deeply ingrained in the way that we show up in the world and how we approach the world. And so it's this brand new opportunity and path to explore. But with that, it seems like we're projecting that something must come to an end, and you know, something is definitely dead, done, and over with. Advice really is to go inside and to see what is it, you know, the Hermit is all about taking the time to go within and to decide what this Ace of Wands is for you. And I think that, you know, the strange thing in this situation is that the energy that I'm getting is that you've already decided what that is. And you've already, it's like your commitment is there to whatever this new beginning is, but it's like you haven't made a decision to start it, or there's no tangible start of it, because there is whatever this is that's inside of you is holding you back from being able to 100% without doubt make that decision. It's like self-imposed suspended animation. But you already know what lies ahead for you. So the question is, why are we still in a Two of Swords energy? Maybe it's because something that needs to end will be painful. That doesn't feel right. It'll come out again if it was meant to. So Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Please clarify the Two of Swords for Leo, please. Clarify the Two of Swords for Leo. While I do this, I mean, really explore. I can't get a grasp on whether it's your own internal pain or someone else's pain. These are the same two cards that just came out. So Knight of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. It's as if you want to make sure, this must have to do with someone else. Maybe hurting someone else, or maybe this also could have a great deal to do with about, you know, will you get the same return over time if you make this decision? That's a hard question to answer, isn't it? Give me one for the Ace of Wands so that we can see. Yeah, you want to be absolutely sure that whatever this new beginning is going to at least even out to what you have now. This is somewhat related to the Cancer reading and in like a very odd way. Where I was talking about, like, if you're in a, there was a love, you know, example I gave in there too, but there was also an example of, like, in a more, you know, if you're talking about building a business, and are you at a point where you can walk away from the paycheck? And so it has that weird connection here, like, you know, over time, are you going to be able to at least have the same amount of get back, right, that you have currently if you decide to Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, which is to move on, to end something that, you know, it does hurt to end, but knowing that you have this brand new idea and concept and path that's waiting for you as you move forward. So it's just a bit about being very discerning about that and being able to see it in a very clear way, right? And it feels like internally we're still grappling with that. So while we know what we want and we've seen a glimpse of it and we're moving into that space. As we move along, it's like we still haven't 100% committed to that option. So let's go back to the advice. The advice is to go inside and to, oh, I'm going to pull one from the middle for this Hermit, Page of Pentacles. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, so the whole thing is that the only thing you really need to know, you're worrying too much about everything, how it affects everyone, how it, this is here for a reason. It seems oddly placed in this run of cards, right? The only thing that, it's like there's a connector right here. Do you see it? But the rest of the energy is like is very different compared to those. And I think that, you know, there's the reason it's a page, like the Hermit is not a page energy. When we've decided what lives in our heart, we don't show up to manifest it into reality and into the tangible world with a Page of Pentacles, right? Because like I said, this is just the beginning. You've seen it, you're working towards it, we're in the beginning. But the reason it doesn't normally show up that way is because right now you're very concerned with how this affects everyone else. I said that a little bit earlier, but I wasn't getting that full feeling of it until I said, let's talk about what the advice is. And the reason I pulled the card was because the feeling that I was getting with this was there's only one answer. It's what does your heart say? But it seems as if, Leo, that Leos are very good at considering everyone around them and what is going on with those around them. And in that, if we view it from that angle, Leo's worried about how it's going to, this gives another meaning to this also, which is, is it going to be fair for all? And how do we truly commit to something that might seem a little bit selfish when we're trying to create and instill what's good for all, right? I mean, this is a question you're going to have to ask yourself, is what is in your heart truly good for you, and what type of person will you be showing up as if you're able to experience that? And what type of person are you going to be showing up as if you indeed take the alternate route and sacrifice what is for you, sacrifice this path so that everybody else can be happy and gain benefits from it? That's a question you're going to have to ask yourself. I don't think we can answer that here. But maybe, this really just feels like if this is what you've been feeling, this just feels like it's a confirmation that the universe sees and understands and will support you in whatever it is that you choose to do. But I can tell you that you're going to be able to do, in my experience in this world, that you're going to be able to do so much more for those around you when you're living in your truth and authenticity, right? Give me one more for that Emperor. Well, yeah, in relation to the It was kind of separate. So in relation to the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles, please, one more card. The Emperor in relation to the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles for Leo. What do we have for Leo? In guidance, the Emperor in respect to the Hermit and the Page of Pentacles. It's too many. There's 3 in case you wanted to know. Guidance, please. Why is this getting harder? It's the one. Yeah, you gotta follow your star. I mean, I felt that. Again, you see this? You know what that 10 of Cups is. You know what that passionate beginning is, and the guidance is, you know, we do better for all those around us when we follow our truest nature. And that which is going to enliven our soul. So take that new path, Leo. I really think it's as simple as that. Take the new path. I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me. I'm going to be doing a moon reading for the full moon in Leo. So I hope that you'll join me for that. It should be up within the next day after I complete all the signs. So if you'd like to be notified of that, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit your notification bell. Okay? As always, Leo, mahalo.